In today's video, we're going to talk about how you fuel for a double workout day. Now, we've all been there, those double workout days where you train first thing in the morning, you go off to work, you work all day, and then you train after work. And by the end of the day, you're totally knackered. So it's really important that you pay attention to your nutrition strategies because it can really make or break your ability to do those double workout sessions well. And that's exactly what we're going to get into in today's video. Welcome back to Try4 Nutrition. My name is MJ and I'm an endurance nutrition specialist and also an age group triathlete. And I make videos all about endurance nutrition so I can help you get the right food and nutrition strategies so you can smash those training blocks, recover really well, and most importantly, get to race day knowing that you're going to achieve those goals and maybe even smash your PBs. And if you're new here, please do like and subscribe, because if you like and subscribe to the channel, then I can grow the channel and I can reach more curious athletes just like you. So please do like and subscribe. So today's video is all about the double workouts and how you can fuel those double workouts really, really well. And I'm going to give you my top 5 tips on how to do that. The first thing I want to start with is your portion sizes in your main meals. So anyone that knows me and has worked with me will know that I split out your core health, which is your breakfast, lunch and dinner, to take care of other aspects of health and wellness, and the fueling strategies to take care of the additional energy you need to get through the workouts. However, in this case, for a double workout day, I'm going to slightly blur the lines a bit. And when I say boosting your core meals, what I mean is increase the volume and portion sizes by 20-25%. Because if you do that, what you're going to do is a couple of things. One, you're going to get a bit of extra caloric volume in, which is great because you're going to be burning loads of energy. Number 2 is going to give you that extra top of vitamins and minerals that your body needs, because you're putting your body under a lot of additional strain, especially if you're working out twice. And the third reason is when you get to the end of a double workout day, you can often get to a point where you're just really starving, and that will mean that you end up reaching for a load of the things at the back of the snack cupboard that you perhaps don't want to eat. So by bulking out your main meals, you're going to avoid that and you're going to give yourself that caloric extra that your body needs. Tip number 2 is make sure that after your first session that you have a post-session recovery meal. So that's really, really important for your double workout, because the main purpose of your post-session recovery meal is to A, get glucose back into the body so that it can go back to the muscles which are going to be depleted, and B, to get some additional protein back in to aid with repair and recovery of the muscle tissues. So having that first session, post-session meal is really important because it's going to get energy back into your body. It's also going to help with repair and recovery of the actual muscle tissues themselves to get you ready for that second session. And you want to be aiming for a 4-to-1 carb to protein mix. So you want to be aiming for somewhere around the region of 1.5 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight, and you're going to have a 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio. So that's kind of what you want to focus on when it comes to your post-session recovery meal. I usually go to something like a smoothie, chuck a banana in, maybe some spinach, some kale, and then a protein boost. I use a protein powder to really get you something that's quick, that's easy, and is going to get you that 4-to-1 ratio. So tip number 3 is ahead of your second session, you want to make sure you have a pre-session meal, because you want to continue the replenishment of energy into the body, but also supporting the repair and recovery that's going to be needed in the muscles, because you're putting them under additional strain of that second session. And also that's really important for the following day and the following days, really, because not only are you making sure you get through the workouts today, you also want to make sure that you're giving your body every chance to recover if you're going again the next day, which in most cases you will be. So having a meal 1 to 2 hours ahead of that second session, around about 1 gram of carbohydrates per kilogram of body weight and 10 to 15 grams of protein is really going to set you up for success and make sure that you can get through that second session, but also you're setting yourself up for recovery for the following day's activities. Okay, so on to tip number 4, and that's really around how you fuel during your workouts. So in most cases, like if you're me, you get up early and you train first thing, you might not be able to take on a pre-session meal because you might be getting up at say 5:30 and training at 6. If that's the case, that's fine, because you've probably got an hour and a half in you before you really start to fatigue. Then you have your post-session recovery meal and your pre-session 2 meal, as we've just discussed. But the tip that I want to give you is for those double workout days, you want to really be fueling from the first minute in both sessions. So start to take on some energy at the very beginning of each of the sessions. You want to be taking on 60 to 90 grams of carbohydrates per hour of exercise. So to keep it simple, if you're doing one workout of 60 minutes in the morning and one workout of 60 minutes in the evening, you want to have 60 grams through that first workout and 60 grams through that second workout of carbohydrates. And that's again going to help you sustain your energy, make sure you can get through the session, but also support recovery and readiness for the second session and the following day's activities as well. The final tip that I've got is actually around the timing of the end of your second session. So when we go to sleep, we want to be in a rest and digest state, because the best sleep you can get is when your body is fully relaxed and the melatonin's gone up and you're ready to go to sleep. Things that interrupt rest and digest: eating really late, exercising really late. So when it comes to your training, if you can finish your session with, say, 3 hours to spare before you go to bed. So if you go to bed at 10, try and get your second session finished by, say, 7, that's going to allow you to A, have your post-session recovery meal and maybe a bit of dinner on top of that. But B, it's also going to allow you to get back into that rest and digest state. It's going to allow you to get rid of all the stress from the body, have a meal, get yourself ready for bed, and really give yourself and your body a chance to unwind and get restful so that you can have a good night's sleep. So there you go, those are my 5 tips on fueling a double workout day. So I'll just recap them really quickly. So number 1, increase your portion sizes on the day by 20-25%. Number 2, make sure after the first session you have a post-session recovery meal. Number 3, ahead of the second session, make sure you have a pre-session meal. Number 4, look to fuel your sessions from the first minute rather than giving yourself a sort of 60-minute window. And the final tip is try to finish your second session with 2-3 hours to spare so you can have your meal and get your body back into a restful state to enable you to have a really good night's sleep. And as I also said in tip 5, your sleep and your body's ability to recover and repair during sleep is so important in these double workout days. And as I said, if you like this content, please do like and subscribe, because if you do, then as everybody knows, the algorithm likes it. It's going to boost my video to other athletes that are curious just like you, which means I can make more content and I can reach more people and I can help more people. And with that being said, I hope there was some value in there for you somewhere. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you at the next one.